Now we're going to create group bus routing channels for some of our tracks in the song. I have made up a little diagram to illustrate what is an example of the audio path. As you can see here, I've taken the drum group and assigned all the outputs to bus 1 and 2. I've created an auxiliary input track and assigned its input to bus 1 and 2, and its output to my digital stereo output. This allows us to have global control of any of the tracks assigned to this bus, to allow us to do things like automation, EQ, compression, and effects. In this example, I've also created a separate group for the bass and for the keyboards, and included a couple extra tracks that are just assigned to the stereo output. This is just to give you an idea of how the routing works. So this is how we're going to create it in our session. I'm going to select the last track of our main drums. This is the last track that we're going to use in this new group. Go up to the track pull-down window, select New. We want to change this to Stereo, Aux Input, and Create. We're going to label it the drum bus. Now the reason I selected the last track in our group is so that the new track that we've just created drops in right after it. If I didn't do this, it would end up at the very end of our track listing. I'd have to go down looking for it and bring it back up into the location that we want. So it just saves us a little bit of time. Next, we're going to create an input and output for this new track. So let's select the input, and we're going to put it on bus 1. And our output will be on our digital stereo output. I'm now going to select all the tracks that we want included in this new group. We're going to highlight our first track, which is the kick. Holding Shift down, we'll highlight the last track. And as you can see, they're all selected. Using Shift Option, we can go up and assign it to bus 1 and 2. As you can see, they all change their outputs. So we're now routed into our new aux. And I've also created buses for the other groups that we have in our session. As you can see, I've done them for the bridge drums, our bass guitar, acoustics, electrics, keyboards, and our vocals. And they show up within the playlist as just a straight automation line, as there's never any audio printed to these tracks.